Join me and my canine companions as we traverse West Clear Creek Wilderness on a 4-day, 3-night backpacking trip. Experience the tranquil canyon and all its unique flowing water. Water that provides life to the plants and animals that thrive in the high desert of Arizona. Hello everyone, this is a map of the West Clear Creek Wilderness area, and I wanted to show everybody where this 4-day backpacking trip is going to start and finish. We're going to start at this trail number 33 and traverse 2 days down river or downstream, possibly making it this 178, and then traversing 2 days back where our vehicle's parked here at trail number 33. We're at the trailhead now, and we're going to start our descent into West Clear Creek. Here's the view from the rim of the canyon. So I've come down quite a ways from the top now, and this is the Coconino Sandstone in this canyon that we're looking at. And there's another picture, a bigger, better picture of the canyon itself in all its glory. Made it down into the canyon, and it's just gorgeous down here. You can hear the flowing water. Look at that Coconino Sandstone. I've got Kai and River and Roxy with me, who are all enjoying the cool of the water. Just look at this view. Isn't it spectacular? Thank you for joining me on this trip. As my friend Hayes would say, medic! Stopped to take a picture of this beautiful wild rose right in there. It's an Arizona black rattlesnake, all curled up and ready to strike. YouTube watchers. I'm getting ready to serve lunch here in this beautiful canyon spot. And it'll be the first lunch of the trip. And let me show you what we're having here. So it's gonna be sloppy joes on a bun with this is some extra barbecue sauce I brought because it's not spicy enough for me, so I added some. And I've got some Fritos here. The barbecue honey flavor is my favorite. And I just thought I'd give you another quick view of this spot. Great place to eat lunch. So the time has come. I'm gonna have to blow up the raft and take it down here with my backpack on it. Get out of there! Get off it! So this is made by the Supai Adventure Company. I've only used it once before and it did a pretty good job on this exact same traverse. And I just wanted to show you real quick how what I brought with me, how it goes. So this has 3 sections to the pole and then the paddles. And I've already put these together. I didn't want to have to make you suffer through that. But they basically, each of those panels has this little button that slides into the tubing. Just like so. Just like that. Slips right in there. So the button. And then I have this little go pump, which I'm going to use to air this up. So I'm in. Was a little bit of a struggle. The dogs are gonna have to swim, but I'm guessing it's not gonna be very far. They're over there trying to figure it out. I've got their packs and my pack on the raft, and we'll just slowly motoring about. And I thought this might be something of interest. This big chasm in this rock. Here. I'm scratching the bottom of this boat. Anyway, check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the red on that rock there. This is camp for the night. What a beautiful camp it is. Wanted to continue a bit, but it's getting pretty rough and it's going to get more canyony, a lot narrower. So this is where I'm putting my tent. It's not super flat, but it'll do. Going to be having this hot apple cider. Got a little cold earlier in the water, so this will warm me right up. Got the water boiling right here. This is a cup we're going to pour it into. And then for dinner, it's Wild Zora's Paleo Meals. This is going to be chicken, spinach, pineapple, coconut curry with 37 grams of protein. Should be a pretty good meal. Just waiting for the water to boil. There it is. Goes in the cozy for 10 to 15 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm gonna feed these guys. River. And Hi. And Roxy, who's laying over there. Put these guys to bed. With my companions and I fed, I reflect on all the sights and sounds of our first day. The light is fading in the canyon. Day 1 is behind us, and day 2 beckons. Good morning, y'all. It's a glorious morning down here in the West Clear Creek Canyon. And the sun's just coming up, and I'm going to get a cup of coffee started. Just wanted to say good morning. Cheers. So good. So we're going to continue our trek. We're going to be going right along here and continue downstream into that canyon. Hello, it's lunchtime. We're gonna have chicken creations, Southwest style, and a walking tamale. What I usually do is take the tamale and crumble it up and put it in the chicken, mix it all up. That's what's for lunch. This is camp number 2 for the night. We got it set up right next to the creek. Roxy's in there cooling herself off. Lots of little fish running around. I got a little video of that in the water, which is really cool. And this area, it's just beautiful. Spectacular campsite. Good morning. I slept pretty good. All my puppies slept pretty good. Get a shot of them. That's Kai, all cuddled up in her little coat. And Roxy. She's sitting up looking around. And little River. She's all cuddled up with me. Pet me, she's always saying. Love on me. Anyway, it's about time to get up and get rolling. Beautiful morning out here. The sun is just touching the canyon wall. Up there. This is the view from my tent. You can hear the water running. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, I'm up getting some coffee and I'll be back with you. Decided to have my coffee next to this little waterfall. I'm on this big rock slab just above it. So, cheers. Gotta love it. Hello, I got the bag all packed, getting ready to pull out of here. My bag is the Gregor Mavin 65 liter, and I love this backpack. It's my favorite one, and not sponsored, just a good piece of equipment. And then the dog's packs are all packed up and ready to go, and we're gonna start our trek back upriver where we came from. Little toad there on the rock, or a frog. Almost missed him. He blends in so well. Let's see if I can get a... Oh, he disappeared. There's one of the many water crossings. This beautiful pool here. What happens is there's some slime on this rock, and it's very, very slippery. So you have to take your time and plan your steps careful. And some places it's rather deep. Like here. Ooh, it's over my knee. Cool. This plant is mullein, and this is a rather large one. Like, let me show you my hand there. It's just gigantic. Mullein is non-poisonous. It has medicinal purposes. It's a respiratory. You can smoke it, you can put it in a tincture, and it helps with respiratory issues. Usually, plants you see are much smaller, like this one, which is small compared to my hand. How peaceful and tranquil this water is. It's just like glass. Getting a mirror image of the canyon on the water top. It's just stunning. It's beautiful, tall, orange, yellow sandstone. Just gorgeous. So I'm gonna show you what the terrain is like down here. So it's mostly these boulders, river bottom boulders. Whoops. And so it's pretty tough. You gotta place your feet, you gotta pay attention to where you're going. And if it's not like this, then it has a ton of brush that you gotta push your way through like that. And there is no real trail. Every once in a while you'll get a path, but they're usually pretty short. So it's either traveling in the water where the rocks are really slick, or traveling on these ankle twisting rock and the brush. And I've done a bit of both. Look at the roots of this tree. How the water flowing has washed away all the soil, and it's just amazing. And the tree is this big pine right here. It's still alive. Nature's so cool. This is gonna be camp number 3. Got a nice sandy, pretty flat spot. And then somebody went to the trouble to build this fire pit with a chair with a back and everything. A couple of them. Here, this one. So this is going to be camp tonight. Water's right down there. And it's just stunning. Got lots of tree cover, should be in the shade. Hey there, so it's lunchtime. We got into camp a little early, so I'm gonna do my dinner for lunch instead. So here's what we're gonna have. It's this Hereford meatballs made with beef and chicken and aspic spaghetti sauce in it. And then I have the spaghetti, which I'm gonna cook up right here. I already got the water, I just gotta get it boiling. Noodles just simmering away. So these noodles are done now, and I'm just gonna pour them directly into this pouch on top of the meatballs. The noodles, because they're so hot, will actually heat these up. You just let them sit for a minute and everything gets hot. This is one of my favorite and quickest, easy backpacking meals there is, and it's such a treat because the sauce and the meatballs are really good. And if you haven't tried this, you really should try this. It's awesome. So here's the meatballs after it's been all mixed up. There's a meatball there, and the sauce is all mixed in, all in the pouch, so it's really convenient. And go for the first bite. I want that meatball. Look at the size of that meatball. It's a pretty good sized meatball. I'll turn the camera. Here we go. Spaghetti and meatball is my fave on the trail. This trip. It's been fantastic. Like I said, if you haven't tried this Hereford brand spaghetti and meatballs, you gotta try it. It's really good, especially on trail. I'll finish my lunch Catch you later. Good morning. It's the final day of our trip, and I haven't even had coffee yet, but I saw this view and I just thought it needed to be shared. The water's so still and calm, and you can see the sun hasn't quite cleared the mountain yet, but it's just stunning. And as you look down the river this direction, look at the reflection of the mountain on the water, giving it that orange glow. Not as still because this one's in it, causing all those ripples that you see. But good morning. I'm off to make a cup of coffee, and I'll be back. So I'm just sitting here this morning enjoying my cup of brew and watching these canyon swallows dance on the sunlight. It's just beautiful. You can hear the creek run and the birds just chirping away, and it's just peaceful like I would imagine heaven being. Okay, so I thought maybe you guys would be interested in how I feed the dogs in the morning and in the evening. So I start out with this dehydrated cubes. It's called primal dehydrated food, something like that. And it's lightweight, it's easier to pack than kibble, although it's much more expensive. So I give the dogs a combination of these dehydrated cubes and kibble, and the cubes break up really easy. On these trips, I like to add warm water to this so it hydrates a little bit, because the dogs need to have plenty of water. This particular trip, because the creek is running and there's plenty of water, I don't have to worry about hydration as much. But on some other trips where there's not as much water, you do really have to worry about their hydration and keeping cool. So adding water to their food is one of the best ways to get hydration into their system right away. Kai, she's my older dog, and she can be kind of finicky when it comes to eating. So I usually give her a couple of these in her food. It entices her to eat better, eat more. And then I just give them kibble, but the kibble has, I put powder, bone broth powder in here. I also added a little bit of olive oil, because that helps with the calories when it comes to them, the expenditure of calories, because they tend to use a lot more calories than we do. And so having the added calories of the bone broth powder and the oil helps with that. I have 3 dogs, so 3 bowls. And then I spoon mix this up. Give that stuff a second to hydrate. And then I'll feed it to him. There's Roxy with her bowl. And then this is Kai Kai in her bowl. And River with her bowl. She's already mowing down. One last look at the creek and that little waterfall. We are getting ready to climb up to the top, and our route is marked by that cairn there. We gotta climb all the way up this switchbacky mountainside, gaining about 1,000 feet elevation in probably quarter mile, maybe a half mile. It's a pretty long trek up. At any rate, it was a beautiful trip, full of exciting wildlife, water, and fun. And just like that, we've made it to the top. Back at the pickup truck, which is right there. I wanted to thank you all for tuning in and coming along on this big adventure. And I enjoyed taking you along and showing you some of the beautiful parts of Arizona that a lot of people don't get to see. It's more than just desert and cactus. Thanks again.